Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. In this video lesson, what we're going to be doing is a color matching exercise. So you're not going to be using the same paints I am. I'm going to show you how I would go through the exercise, and then I'm going to give you an assignment, and then you're going to, if you choose to accept it, you're going to make that as your challenge. So with the color mixing exercises, I'm wearing a purple shirt, so I'm going to use this as my color mixing subject. I'm going to color mix this because I'm under the right light, minus Chaos's hair. So I'm going to color mix that. Now, depending on where I am, on this arm here, it's darker. This arm here is lighter because the light is facing that way. So we're going to have to ask ourselves the questions. We take a look at this and we say what? We say, how am I going to do this so you can see everything? That's what we're going to say. We're going to say, what color is it? It's purple. Okay. We don't have purple on the palette unless you're using dioxazine purple. We're going to have to mix it up. Then you're going to ask yourself the question, okay, is it a bright purple or a dull purple? This is, to me, is more of a dull purple. It's not bright like dioxazine purple. It's more of a dull purple. Where does it lean on the color wheel? Is it more towards blue or more towards red? Purple is really hard for that. Because this one is so dark, I would look at this and say it leans a bit more towards blue. Okay. Is it light? Is it dark? Well, already it's dark except for the light pieces. So you're going to ask yourself those questions with every mix you make. We just analyzed. We asked ourselves the questions. We're going to make a mix. We're going to put it down our palette or our paper, add some white to see the true underlying color. And then we're going to ask ourselves the questions again. We're going to analyze, mix, analyze, mix. Now, you're not going to get a perfect match to whatever it is that you're matching against because real life colors are different than paints. Unless you know the pigments that are, being used to make up this, you're going to get something as close as possible, and you have to be okay with that. So, to save some time, I already know what colors I'm going to be using. I'm using my limited palette. And I already know what colors that I would pop out to pull that. But typically on my palette, I would have my 2 blues, 2 reds, 2 yellows. But you'll notice what I have. I have my primary colors. Well, a set of primary colors. So I have my ultramarine blue, glycerin crimson, and Handsy yellow medium. Blue that leans towards violet, a red that leans towards blue, and a yellow that leans towards orange. I could have used Handsy yellow light, but I'm thinking, meh. I kind of like the Handsy yellow medium, so I'm going to use that to dull down some of this as well. And then we have our white. So let's first start with making up our violet. So first, the color we see purple. And I like to start off with an equal parts. I know the red's going to kill the blue, but we'll start off with that and we'll go from there. Because I want to get in some stages for analyzing color. So we're making a purple. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. We're making a purple. We start off with our first mixture. Okay, we just put that down there. And you're going to be doing this on your palette, and you can color mix right on your palette. Like you can just do this and then do your analysis. We want to see the true underlying color. This is not the color we're analyzing, but it will help because of the little white pieces in here. So that's not a bad purple. I probably could have gone something a little bit more intense than that. So if I want to make that a little bit more intense, what can I do? Well, first of all, I have to look and I have to compare. Holy smokes, that's pretty close. I don't know what to shoot. Oh, okay, well, if it was way too red, then you're going to add a bit more blue. If it was way too blue, you're going to add a bit more red. But I'm pretty bang on that with the actual purple. So the next question I'm going to ask, okay, is it lighter or is it darker? It's still a little bit wet. It's also transparent. Let me add another layer. Don't forget, we're not comparing this. We're comparing this one. We're just seeing the true underlying color with this one here to see if we have the right hue. Okay. Well, for darkness, I think it's a little dark. Just a little dark. I also think it's a little bit bright. I'm looking at it from this angle. this angle right here. Because my arm's here, my chest is here. So, and my head is right here. So I'm looking at it this way. Squinting my eyes, yeah, it's a little bit dark, but I also see it to be a little bit bright compared to the colors that are here. Again, if you're comparing here, it's naturally going to be dark because of, you know, the brightest part of my arm where the light's hitting. I've got the light right up there is this, and then as it goes down, it goes more into shadow, and on this side, it's really dark. So I'm not going to change the color too much, but I'm going to take that, and for the value, I can take what I've already got and just bring in just a little bit of white, just a speck. And let me test that. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. But when adding white, we're seeing more of the true underlying color. So now we have to knock it down a little bit. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, not a lot. I'm going to go right in here. Bring a little bit of that white in. A bit more yellow. Not too much. Oops, that's too much. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to do it here on this side because it's easier to compare. And that's actually not too bad. I'm looking at it now. It's definitely more transparent, so I'm going to have to add another layer. Because don't forget, because the paper's white, it's going to show through, making everything lighter. There we go. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Squinting my eyes. Now that's going to have to dry. Let me just take a little bit more of the white mixture. Whoops. Here. I added just a little bit more white. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to need more. I think we're getting pretty close there. Now, what you're seeing on camera is also different than what I'm seeing. You're looking at a digital display. I'm looking at live. I'm going to just bring a little bit more white. The dullness is correct. Bring that down. At every mix I'm making, I'm asking myself in my mind those questions, other than what color is it, because we all know it's purple. Bring a little bit more yellow in there. Oops, I think I went too far. Bring a bit more purple in there. Yeah, it's too dull now. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I need to put a bit more blue in there. So I'm gonna go with a little bit more blue, right in there. The value should still be the same once I add the second layer of color. Let it dry, then add your second layer. I think that's pretty good. I'm looking here. Where's my arm? Yeah, I'm liking... Really, to be honest with you, any of the colors would work. Any of the mixtures would work. But I'm thinking this is actually pretty close right here. This one here. See, I'm looking at it really close up. I'm only like that far away from my body. Yeah. These ones here are pretty close. And then all the white stripes, then you just basically turn around and you've got the white stripes, and then you just basically those lines get painted in there for the white stripes. So that's basically the process of the the color mixing to match. Is that don't forget to ask yourself those questions. Those are key. What color is it? Is the first color you should ask. Make up that color. Then you ask the question, is it lighter or darker, brighter or duller, and where does it sit on the color wheel? Is it more blue or is it more red? If it's too bright, dull it down. If it's too dull, brighten it up. And how I would brighten it up is basically just add more of the base color. Or if you can't, if whatever blue or red you're choosing, and if it's just not brightening up at all, then go to a violet and add a bit of violet in that, or change up the blue that you're using, the blue and the red. Like if I was using a phthalo blue and alizarin crimson, it'd be a completely different violet. So maybe you're using the wrong blue or using the wrong red. Alrighty, so that's going to be your exercise for this. And before you go on to challenge number 2 in the next video, you need to complete this exercise here, because what we're doing in that video, you'll need the experience of this lesson in order to complete it. All right, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you know the drill by now. Go into the description, click on the link to the community or Facebook, and then that's where I'm doing all my reviews and critiques. You can post your picture and post your questions over there. Facebook is where I'm hanging out the most because it's easier to post multiple pictures. So that's where I'm doing most of my work. And I look forward to seeing what you've done. So you've got your homework assignment for this challenge. Looking forward to seeing what you've done. And until I see you in challenge number 2, stay inspired.